it boggles my mind that for some reason kids aren't capable of anything. Matter of fact, if you had some old pervert say, oh no, that 12-year-old girl, she totally consented, she said yes, you would say she doesn't have the mental capacity to consent to sex, and you'd be right. But for some reason, when it's like, yeah, these titties that haven't even grown yet, I don't want them, I know it. Oh, this penis? Get rid of it. Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Bolo, and I'm coming to you with another video for educational purposes only. Today, we're gonna be talking about Mr. Michael Knowles as he confronts a trans woman. Okay, this is a biological male who decided, I feel like a woman, I'm gonna, I guess, do stuff to try and resemble something like a woman. Okay, and I'm gonna give my two thoughts. I've expressed this before, but I am one of the few that actually say this. I believe it, every fiber of my being. Get into the video.
Hello.
Blossom, she, her, hers, powerhouse.
The Blossom Powerhouse. Lovely to meet you.
Powerhouse, also known as cringe.
Yes. Go ahead. I want to know your ideology around transgenderism, something that doesn't exist. It just sounds more like conservative propaganda. So I kind of want to know a little bit more about what you're trying to communicate.
Okay, I think for all of history everywhere, people have understood the human person to have something to do with his body. So like your body has something to do with who you are. Now there is an alternative view, which is called Gnosticism. It's a view that our bodies don't really have anything to do with who we are, that the body is maybe even evil, and that our true selves have no connection to our bodies. And I see in the transgender ideology a kind of Gnosticism that says that you could look like a man, you could have a man's genetics, you could have a man's genitals, you could have a man's everything, but if you feel on some deep level that you're really a woman, then you are really a woman. And I don't think that's true, and I think that the social effects of that are really bad because it leads to the depriving women of their legitimate rights. In some cases it leads to rapes, notably in the last few years, and it also leads to women losing their sports competitions and their scholarships, and it's just disordered and false. And it also leads to more people adopting this identity, which leads to very high rates of anxiety, depression, and suicide. So it's bad for everyone, and it's not grounded in reality.
Oh, I don't.
All right, very well spoken. I agree. This is a man. You can see it clear as day. There are differences. If you were going to call 911 and say this person has a heart attack, they say, well, can you describe, the victim or patient, whatever. 6'2" woman, middle-aged, about 47. They had a heart attack or whatever it might have been. They're going to be prepared to deal with that person's body, okay? They're not going to go there thinking that they're going to deal with a woman, because women and men have different bodies and how they react to medications and skeletal structure and muscle, everything. Fat distribution. There's different ways to approach the body medically, through medication and things like that, surgeries or whatever it is. Okay, you don't deal with them the same. Okay, that's one. Two, this is where I'm a little more on the controversial side. Ladies, I guess Gen Z, we would classify you as. They're the ones that have kind of woken up and said this is kind of ridiculous. Blame your mama and your grandmama. Okay, transgenders make up like 2% of the population. They don't have the numbers to move the needle politically, legislature, anything. The only reason that this madness is taking place because they had an ally, a very strong ally with lots of numbers, and that ally is women or cis women. The patriarchy, a straight man, told you, this is retarded. This is not good. This is some made up bullshit. What did women do? La la la, stupid man, stupid man. Down with the patriarchy. Now look, you got young ladies that are busting their ass, playing sports or whatever it is, and you got people like this coming in and just dominating out here, just Shaquille O'Neal and everybody. Like it's a joke. But you know, you get what you deserve. You get what you earned. See these biceps? I went to the gym and I earned these biceps. Every day I hit the gym. Get heavier and heavier. Shoulders, they came with lots of blood, sweat, and tears. So all this stuff that's going on right now, this was earned. This is years of blood, sweat, and tears of being stupid and putting that stupidity in motion for a very long time. And now you have people that are not women saying that they are. Absolute madness. Now let's see what this big ogre got to say.
I don't even think you understand what you say sometimes. I don't think you even understand what you say, because when we talk about these rape cases of women in the restroom, they're coming from cis men like you. So let's be very clear.
No,
where it's
that's
coming
not
from.
true. In 2021,
excuse me, do not interrupt a black
well, I'm
woman
just trying.
This nigga said, don't interrupt a black trans woman when they're speaking. Now, this I will say, homeboy on the left, you should just shut up and let them get their stupidity out. Let them get it out and then you reply, because to be fair, they were quiet while you was your thing. So in all fairness, I don't agree with the person on the right, but let them get their piece. Okay? But besides that, all the I'm a this, and this, so you should shut the fuck up, that's over with. No one cares anymore. No one's gonna be sitting there clutching their pearl. Oh my God, you're a black trans woman. I guess I should respect your space and be quiet and just let you. That shit's over with. Donnie Boy's in office. No one gives a fuck. So you're not speaking to the choir in this regard. This dude don't care. He's like, man, get your big black dude ass out of my face.
Trying to correct you. Well, I would never interrupt a black woman.
No, thank you.
Here's
the thing about me as a black trans woman. I am not a threat to cis women, and I think it is harmful that you are going around here spewing that rhetoric, weaponizing this rhetoric against trans people.
Weaponizing facts.
Transgenderism does not exist. We as trans people exist. We are 1% of the population.
Okay, my bad. I said 2%. 1%. So how are they playing on NCAA teams and joining all these, you know, going into prisons with women? How are they doing it? They had a very strong ally. So ladies, ones that have woken up, don't get mad at anyone besides your mother and your grandmother. They allowed this.
And there is a lot of power in the trans identity, because you are sitting here spewing something to me that doesn't really
exist. I'm not spewing anything. I'm just stating facts plainly.
I have lived experience. You don't, and you never will. But I do have a question for you.
I have lived experience.
What if one of your kids came out as trans? How would you react to that? God
forbid. I mean, I would obviously love my children, and I would try to do what's best for my children. And the best thing that I could do to be respectful and also to be conducive to their flourishing is to tell them the truth, which is that they're not really girls.
Oh. Come on. I can't even imagine your relationship with your children. No shade.
That's great. That's a great relationship.
I just cannot even imagine that. But here's the reality. We exist. Again, people like you do not have the intellectual capacity to hold conversations like this. Hi.
Imagine a parent being a parent. No, Billy. Billy, not Amanda. Kids can't even decide what they want to wear. They'll come outside looking crazy. You wouldn't let your kid get a tattoo at 13. Like, it boggles my mind that for some reason kids aren't capable of anything. Matter of fact, if you had some old pervert say, oh no, that 12-year-old girl, she totally consented. She said yes. You would say she doesn't have the mental capacity to consent to sex. And you'd be right. But for some reason, when it's like, Yeah, these titties that haven't even grown yet, I don't want them, I know it. Oh, this penis? Get rid of it. Why are you taking that for face value and saying, oh no, they know, they definitely know, oh, they got it. They know exactly what's going on. But then for some reason, if they were to do something that you don't approve of, or something that you know for a fact they aren't mentally capable of making the decision for, now you're gonna come back and say, okay, you know what? This is kind of crazy. This little boy is 12 years old. He can't consent to sex with his 25-year-old teacher. This is insanity. This 14-year-old girl can't consent to this 45-year-old pastor. That guy's a pervert. He's grooming her. That's what you would say, and you'd be correct. So we need to have a little bit more consistency. Okay, that dude's being a parent. Look, you're not a girl. You're not a boy. You might be gay, might be a lesbian, but that's where it ends. We're not giving you puberty blockers. We're not gonna inject you with testosterone. We're not gonna cut off any of your body parts. I mean, the irony of trans people saying they need to accept themselves for who they are, but they're trying to constantly mutilate themselves and change their whole appearance. It's insane. But yeah, man, kudos to Michael Knowles. But like I said, he shouldn't have interrupted so quick for two reasons. one, they let you, it's common courtesy. But two, let them spit out their delusions. Let them say all the stupid shit to make you look better. And then you can, that's all. But let me know what your thoughts on the comment below.